Hi and welcome back to AMR Physio. I'm Anthony, I'm one of the physios here, and in this series we're going to be looking at the shoulder. Today particularly we're going to be looking at the military press, how to do this and mistakes to avoid. For future reference or future videos we're going to be looking at alternatives to the military press in case we need to tweak, change things up a little bit because of an injury, or maybe you just want to trial something a little bit different to target the same muscle. So the military press involves a barbell and we're simply pressing this barbell above the head whilst in a standing position. For this exercise we are probably better off using a squat rack, and we normally have this at chest height. So initially we need to slightly bend underneath with the hands around shoulder width apart. The elbow position will be different to that of cleaning. So for a strict military press you pretty much want the forearm vertical compared to a front squat or before starting a jerk position, or they'll come more horizontal. The most important thing here is keeping the body solid and stable. You want to keep the midsection braced with contraction of the glutes and abs. So you want to push the bar clean above the head. As it hits the top, the head is coming underneath the bar. And obviously when lowering the bar back down, the head will be reversed, allowing to return back to a neutral position. So when at the top of the movement, what you want is the whole body in a straight line from the bar to foot. Everything stacked on top of one another. What you want to avoid with this mainly is arching of the back to help you move this up. The bar will naturally stay above the hips. If you lean back to get it past your head, your hips will naturally also track forward. The next point you want to avoid is head position. You may get to the same end position, but much less effective way. And it's the same problem when arching the back. If the weight comes forward, it will naturally make the hips want to shift that way too. So to get to this position, you may want to consider some shoulder mobility drills. If shoulder position is poor, you can end up relying on thoracic extension and excessive extension to compensate, meaning you can't engage the abs properly and maintain a more stable position. You can test this by making sure you can get the back of your hands flat on the floor while laid on your back without your back arching or losing contact. If you can't do that, then work on shoulder mobility first to help with this maneuver. And if you're interested more about shoulder mobility, keep an eye out for another video coming in the future, as we will be discussing this at a later date. So keep an eye out for our next video where we're going to be looking at alternatives of the military press. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.